unrefined. I saw it, I did it, and it's unrefined. I will now get the diamonds. We all know where the diamond really comes from, right? It's from creating two illusions. Two illusions. So we're going to do the illusion for you. There's something in the background again. So I'm going to have to turn that off. And I'm going to show you the illusion, okay, written down. And it's pretty simple. The illusion is one heart, and then from the one heart, right, I am going to create another heart, and in between I get the diamonds. The diamond doesn't only come from there. The diamond also comes from here. So we take two of them, and then we take two of them. Two of them. The illusion. Card trick. Pretty simple. I'm not a magician, but when the magician or when somebody in the crowd says, hey, I saw how they did that, the guy who's a magician is no longer a magician. He's just pulling your card. Okay? I'm looking all over for it. In fact, there's usually 12 in a suit, right? Now, found one of them right over here. Do you see what it is? That's right. It's the back of a card. But
I got another one. Okay, it's the front of the card. And I got another one. So what I'm going to do to this is I'm going to... Right? This is 1 and 1. When 1 and 00, if you really want to understand a 1 and 00, when I make a circle around this, that's the center of two sides. When I extend and grab the two sides within the circle, the outline shape that's squeezed together, right, will show a number 1 in the center of this. The inside of nothing is 1. But the illusion will come based on I have the illusion right over here. There you go. This over here. Isn't that your diamond that links these two together? That when you fold them over, you want to fold them over? Fold it over? They keep claiming the world is round, the world is square, the world is flat. Reality is, if I throw enough dust on this, right, wouldn't this go... Let's not get into that. If the world was flat, it would have to pull us from the center of this ball down to here and keep pulling us in, making the actual world round and not flat. But the pool ball stripes, okay, are cut. If you cut out the pool ball stripes, it makes a hockey puck. So there's a chance that if you take out the hockey puck and turn the hockey puck open, you'll end up with a flat here. Excuse me, not the hockey puck. If you turn the pool ball open, you'll end up with a flat here. You'll end up with two flats here, and you'll end up with a flat here and two rounds. Now, if you take those two rounds and you make a sphere around it, you will have a rectangular round oval shape of what the Earth actually looks like if you look online. And you'll have those hockey pucks, so you'll have two rounds, but the two rounds won't be on top of each other. It'll be one round over here and one round over here. So if we tilted the Earth, okay, on that actual angle, and you took a camera to it, it would probably look round. But it's round on the bottom, probably the part that's holding open the ocean. You don't see very much ocean inland, do you? The land flies and sits on the ocean because it's sitting on a stick, and the ocean's like, I don't know, I don't even want to get into that. So you saw that the stand for each of the spade and the club, okay, will actually come in and create the diamond shape. So we're going to go back here and create the diamond shape again, and we're going to take two hearts, right? And then we're going to take two hearts. And inside is the stand for either the club or the spade. Red, black, mirrored, not mirrored, taken from the middle, all the suits because we need a small planet over here, a little bit of memory to transfer this. We need only a universal joint. A universal joint. Imagine a universal joint holding onto a shaft that's 8 inches around. It's made of aluminum. Hold on to yokes into a gearing system that's strong enough to yank 150,000 pounds. Words and the strength of a word Right now, they're using tons of strength of words. They need to change the pitcher. How many pitchers did they change? I don't know. How many pitchers do you have and how many tables are you serving? It is tomorrow to today, and he's at the mound. If he's at the mound, what does it mean? All a bunch of significant codes, numbers. We just need to see a number. So right now, they're letting us vote on something because they need to see the number. Right now, they won't let us vote on something because they don't want to see the numbers. They want to see the numbers. They don't want to see the numbers. These numbers are used in a global system, an electronic system that gives us the ability in this planet to live. Tesla says this planet, without the electric, there is no planet. No existence. We are just but dust. Nothing holds together. Remove the air. Remove the bubble. Create only of the dust. A tea bag in my mind to take away and take apart what is blocking our personal vision. So I did that, and it's funny that my address here is 1300, right? And it's like 1366, which makes it 133 or 313, so I'm like two sides of the gateway, in which I live down the street from 1st Avenue and 2nd Avenue. There is no 3rd Avenue. They went right to 4th. 1st, 2nd, and then they had a main street to connect the two, and in between. The one in between, the street in between, they called the Lake of the Valley. Pretty funny. Val des Lacs, Valley of the Lakes. On the other street, they called it Mason. Like the Mason jar, the son of the masses. On the 3rd street, they called it the 158. First of all, the streets, 1st Street and 2nd Street, is not 1st Street. It's 1st Paisley and 2nd Paisley. It's the two of them. And the people who started out there were from Poland and Russia, Ukraine. Yes, there were some locals, but this is where the majority came, and they were farmers. They started with nothing. Now, it's 100 years. If you go down to the lake, right next on the 2nd Street, on 2nd Street, they have a lake, and it runs between. It runs between 1st Paisley and 2nd Paisley and runs on over towards the river. They call it one of the lakes of Ashegan. Ash, H, again. What would you think the name of the lake is? The Jordan River. They have a synagogue, a shul, and the shul is a shul of Jacob. The house of Solomon, the shul of Jacob. It seems it has switched. My grandmother was a teacher there. I go to shul there. You go to St. Agath, Makasa, Mac, alternate current, M, this yellow, the orange sun created from you need yellow, 1, you need 1, and you need 3 in order to create this. So when we do the laws of Moses, remember, it took 1 and 3, the yellow and the red ball, to create the orange sun, the number 5. Number 5 always connects to 6. 5 and 6 are together, 5, 6, and 7, because it's EF, right? It's EEF, and then G, and then H. So it's in between the E before and the A before the H in closing. Now, what we're going to do is, down in St. Agath, right, we have Mount Sinai. We have all the Israeli Hebrew names out here in Canada as they have in Israel. Thing is, this place, these names have been in existence since the 1900s, the early 1900s. So God, no God, creation, no creation. How did they in Israel get this, and us in Saint Sophie? S-O, half. P-H-I, half of the day of I. I and H, 17, 1 times 7, 1 plus 7, equaling to the Mars. We have one of the biggest underwater reservoirs in the whole region. Not very high, but big. Sophie, P-H-I-E, I-N-E is the crisscrossover. Crisscrossover. The crisscrossover. Look here. If you're going to cross actually over from anywhere, you cross over like this. You create 8 in the center by creating 7 on each sides in order to cross over. I put this video on pause. I wanted to show you something. I completely forgot about it. So what we're going to do is, here, we have the spade, right? I made the spade over here, and I put this inside. When I create this inside, I create this design. I have the dot here, and I have the dot here, okay? This dot here goes into both zones, and it's just so funny that Miss Levette asked me about this. So now you see the double sphere, the inside nut sphere, like the apple that goes all the way around, and now we have this area over here and this area over here. Now I was talking about a block like this, where there's 1, 2, 4 areas, 4 areas to create 1. But the bedding areas where you can put your chips, in the B area, you can put your chips all over here. 35 plus 17 and 17, and 34 is 69. 17 and 17 is 34 and 35, 69, 69. Let's take away this one over here. Okay, let's take away the 35 from both of them. So we end up with 34 and 34. That is your 68. 17, 17, 68. In the center, we have 35. Okay, that 35 happens twice. That is 70 to 68 because it happens twice. Creation of 7, 3, 1, 3 because it's going to go 1, 2, 3 into the third one, and they're going to keep going into these blocks. And the center one is over here. And when this arm, my question is it this one where the star comes out between all the cubes that turns, that'll hit this dot, that'll hit this dot, and this dot, and this dot. 1/4 of a turn, this one turn, 1/4 to go to here, okay? Here to, remember, here to here is 1, here to here is 2. So this is 1/4 because this is made on 1/8, okay? And if there's an inside rim to this, like the pool ball, you can't even go into this area over here because it's above and below, side to side. It's either here or here, just like tick-tock, the grandfather clock, right? And then on this one, right, you end up doing this, you end up doing that. You put your arms on it, and you have your Star of David clicking in all clocks. So now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 9 areas that you can lay a chip. The total amount of chips on each corner is 8, equals to 32. This equals to 68, and in the center is 35. Now, no matter what, okay, if this number or this number comes in, this one, any number around this comes in. If this number comes in, you get 8 and 8, you get 33. If this number comes in, you get 8 and 8 and 17, 33. So you get 33 all the way around. So you get 33, 33, 33. Okay. Now, if your number comes in, you get a total of 135. You put out 9, you end up with 144. 1,440 minutes in a day. So you have 1 square over here. If this number comes in, you keep all your chips. But if this number comes in over here, in this corner, let's see if I did this right. Yes, no, I didn't do it right. These 4 corners, right? Okay, I didn't finish it. I mean 33, 33, 66, 132. 33, 33, 33, 33. And you get to keep 1, 2, 3. And each one, 132 and 3 equals to 135, A, C, and E. Now, here in the corners, only this chip counts. So you get 8, 8, 8, and you only get 32 in the corners. So the difference between 132 and 32 is this, 16 and 16 and a half life. This corner here, right, is blocked in by here and is blocked in by here. So all you're getting is this area over here. That's all you're getting. So if you want to know what the dot means, this is basically what the dot means. I am the center of this area. I am the center of these areas. I am more, okay, if it's in the diamond, than any of the other. But what am I if the house is square? If the house is square, this is my square house. But when the house is this way, I get all of these. When the house is this way, it becomes like this. 1 corner, 2 corners, 3 corners, 4 corners to 1. A, D, N. DNA 5, 4, 20, and 9 of the IT system, 29 and 6, 35, ACE 35, C&E, creation company of 1 and 1, and 1 and 2 equals 2 and 3 equals 5 and 6. 1 and 6 will create these two over here. 5 and 1 will create this here. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5, 2 times 3, 2 plus. We will both create 6 and 5. This is area Mars, creation of Venus, Earth. Raphael, understanding what's the spot. Thank you for watching this video. Ask me again.